Yekunreku Isaiah Onoja. I'm from the family of Mr. Audu Benjamin Onoja from Adumu, Oklenyi, Okpoga in Okpoku local government area, Benue State. I'm an artist and I studied from ABU Zaria, where I did painting precisely. I started doing this right from my childhood. Let me say I was born with this art because I could remember vividly when my dad, he would be buying, when he realized, he discovered I was talented with this. So he was, giving me his support, his full support, him and my mom. They were buying crayons like that. So I grew up with this. Then in subsequent times, so I decided to study this in the university. Most times my interest has always been channeled to this art. And I remembered, I think I started from the back of my daddy's certificate. I will go to his, locker, bring out his certificate, turn the back, the empty, then I'll begin to draw. So up to now, if you go to my family's house, my drawings are all over the wall. So from there, he realized this is something that I was born to do. Most times, they comes natural. Most of my works are out of imagination, like what I have here on my canvas. This is imagination. It comes like that. And sometimes I do receive them through revelations. Because there was this award I won, this Life in My City Art Festival that I won. And the UFOC Art for Peace, that was 2014. It came through revelation. I was in the dream of the night and the idea just came, and when I wake up, I became troubled in my spirit until I sketched them. So that is the source of my inspiration. That is how naturally and imagination. Yeah, I think yes, there is a spirit behind every work, especially gift. Because for me to receive revelations, it means there is an angelic being that inspire you from the spirit. And just like I said, like the spirit behind it, I can say this: if you are talented with a particular thing, then that spirit behind it to release that grace. I think most times what I see, all I see is just God. God will give you the gift and then increase your grace in it for you to become that grace will now take you to the limelight in that field. When I had the revelation, I knew there was something special about that work. That the work was not just ordinary. So like, especially I wanted not to do anything concerning that, but I became troubled in my spirit until I did something. So like before the award, my friends, they've started calling me Theophilus Danjuma Madaki. They were calling me that Onoja, Isaiah, your name, your works were all over, that the white men, they were talking about you like that. So even before the award night, I knew that I never knew the position per se, but I knew something bigger was coming, and I won it by the grace of God. I have two paintings. One is a painting of Ambassador Moses Oriri from other local government area. I fell in love with the painting. I did it like that, but at the end of it, I fell in love. It's one of the paintings that inspired me to do more. And secondly is a painting of a lady, Daniel Rose Ojodali. It's a portrait. The painting inspired me so much. The color tones, the smile on her face, and the gestures, the strokes on the paintings. So these are the two works that inspires me. I love them so much. Most times I title my job based on the information behind the job. So like the work of that Moses Oriri, I titled it The Peacekeeper due to the kind of, the contributions he has made so far to the society. Each time I want to paint, I first of all, I see it as a hobby. It's something that is in me that if you don't do it, I will be troubled. So I don't see it as a job, and I enjoy doing it. This is the only thing I don't watch football. I am not a sport mania or something, but this is the only thing that makes me happy. So I see it as a hobby. To my only true understanding, I don't think art is something one can learn. Art is it comes natural. Firstly, if you're not talented, if you don't have this gift, the patience to do this work will not be there. You'll be frustrated. Like most of my mates that came just with they are so passionate to become an artist, and along the line they changed their department. Why? Because I see it as in that seed of art is not in them. So you must be talented, you must be gifted before you can be able to do this. Like I said, you must be talented, otherwise the patient will not be there for you to execute any work, because it's frustrating when you are trying to achieve a particular resemblance of someone, maybe a client, and the whole thing turns down. So it looks frustrating. So it comes natural. But there are other fields you can learn that they are still part of art, like graphics, um, you know, um, yeah, ceramics, like that. You can learn those ones, but particularly painting, sculptures, drawing, I doubt it. You can't. It's not possible. As it is said, and, a painting such as this size, before I tag price it, I will first of all check the message, the effort, and the time spent on it. Then the packaging. As it is said that as it is like this without framing, it is just 30%. So the packaging, the finishing gives it what, the 100%. So like this very size with full packaging, I sell them 35,000 naira in my own little way, because we are still struggling. Then there are sizes bigger than this that I give it out for 150,000 naira. One of the biggest work I've produced is the one I did for Daddy Paul Enenche. It's almost a life size. Yeah, and like that very size. If I am to sell it, it's about 2 to 3 million naira, the size. But because he's a man of God and he's my spiritual father, and coupled with the things God has been using him to do, so I actually painted him to appreciate him, and I was giving it a token. When I was a child, like with the level of poverty in Idoma land per se, I have always been dreaming of becoming a philanthropist. That whatsoever I earn from my struggle, go back to my land and it develop, because the place really it lacks a lot of development and infrastructures. The levels of poverty there is too high. So my dream is to become somebody that could be of a help to that society. So I've always praying to God to help me, like with my art. If God expands me tomorrow, even now with the little I earn, so I've always having it in mind of returning back to that land and to impact positively to the society. My advice for the youth, especially the upcoming artists, is they shouldn't give up. Like Professor Jerry Buhari will say, he says the best way to learn how to paint is to paint. So you don't wait until you are commissioned to work before you start. Keep doing something. As you are doing it, as you keep doing it, both your mental and your visual perception improves. So my advice is for you not to don't give up. Keep doing it, and trust me, somehow, someday, you are going there. So thank you.
I need just one click from you. Thank you and God bless you. As you click on the YouTube subscribe button,